Yeah.
You lunchbox. Oh, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Bait Shop. I'm Chad. We've got Brian B. Catfishing, Freddie from FOA Customs and Gear, and our esteemed guest tonight, the one, the only, the legend, the professor, Tony Harrison.
Hello, everybody.
We almost didn't have a show tonight because when Tony came on, he was looking at me funny. And now, quit leaning back. I've already told you, you're either going to have to change your shirt or stop turning around, stop leaning back, because now he's trying to get me fined from Murillo.
Tournament fishing.
Oh, he brought the mic.
Microphone. He's
brought the mic.
Tonight.
Yeah.
You gonna lay one down for us?
Here we go. Live on the Bait Shop is Tony Harrison. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you have a show and you have a rain delay, call me.
He definitely held it down that Sunday morning.
Hey, you can learn a lot from this guy. One, he can fish from the bank. Two, he's got some skills. Bite. Right there. Get it.
Left rod.
Oh, wait. Is that the FOA rod?
That's the FOA.
FOA rod.
Oh, good time.
Now this is different. Y'all get to see a fish caught on Fields to Water channel.
Hey B, you look. Are you taking notes on how to catch fish from the bank? While Tony's getting this monster in, we're gonna say hi to some beautiful people right quick. We got member Mr. Tim Molina, member Troy from Real and Virtual Outdoors, member of the Bullock Experience.
All right.
We've got K and B Anglers. Look at that. Look, Brian, I know that you don't believe he's on the Potomac because he's got fish so big, but
all right. Hey. Sorry about that.
You're good, Tony. You're good.
You do your thing, Tony. We're gonna say
What's
hello.
up, KP? We got Uptown Chrissy Brown. We got Bugman 22. Got Big Wrench Catfishing. Uncle Jeep.
So, fishing with carp on the FOA rod.
Whoa. Carp?
That's carp.
I thought the only baits that were allowed legally on the Potomac were chicken and eel.
Well, eel out here too, but this is the FOA 6-foot YY. That's for yaks and youth. Let's get it back out.
And look, everybody, it's typically branded as a casting rod, but as you see, Tony using it right now with a spinning reel on it, so you can use it either way. Bam!
FOA Customs and Gear. Get your rods right now. FOACustomsandgear.com. Use code FTW10 to save 10% off.
10% off. That was a free commercial.
That's right. Look, we didn't stop you all for a commercial. That's nice little fish. That's like 3 times as big as anything I've seen be caught. That's cool. Got Kentucky Redneck. That's right. K&B Anglers, FOA for the win.
All right.
LG Bass. We got Mac Fishing's made it in tonight. 2 stands. Fishing says, hey. Mr. Steve Ransom. There is a fish on this channel. What, Steve? You can't be backing up Brian B's little joke. We got Lance McCoo guy, JG Hill Studio, Dale Hayslip, member Carolina Catfish. What's up, David?
Hello, everybody.
Who else we got here?
Robert Modlin.
Yep, Robert Modlin. We got Shirley E.
Steve Mosley, LG Bass, JG Hill. Sharena's keeping it real.
Yeah, we were just talking about you.
Buck Williams.
Buck was the first person to ever show up on my live stream. The first person was Buck Williams. I was testing in my backyard, so shout out to Buck Williams.
Shout out to Buck being a great supporter. Then you got somebody just came in. Team Snag and Whiskers.
Tim says carp is legal on the Potomac if it is purchased at the Asian market for $33 a pound.
I don't buy my carp. I don't buy my carp.
You can do a little bit.
Sharina's keeping it real. Did we say hi to Lance McCoo guy? I just like saying his name.
Got to send us out Shannon Harrison right there. She said, Tony,
Shannon
I taught
Harrison.
you how to fish.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That might be the other way around, but we'll let it go tonight.
Hey, honestly, I think that's the first time that I have seen anybody relative-wise from the Potomac claim one of the Potomac anglers. So that just tells you everybody how great Tony is as a person. We got butterflies and sunshine, fishing for whiskers.
That's
Member
right.
Mark from Catfishing Crappie.
Mark.
Man, it is the regular. Everybody's out here tonight. The bait shop is hot.
That's right. Got 57 awesome people already in here.
57.
Uncle Jeep, we got a question from Uncle Jeep. Tony, will you be able to teach Brian how to catch big fish? Hasn't Ernie gave up already? And the Fishing Magician 2.0 got frustrated, packed up, and moved all the way to the
Wow. That's
Can you help?
Well, I know, we say this in jest, but I've seen Brian catch big fish from the bank. I've seen him catch big fish from the boat. I was coming back from Kerr Reservoir back in I think it was 2 Decembers ago, and he pulled out like a 70-pound, and I think it was on chicken.
Stop it. Just
I think it was on chicken.
The truth
Tony,
was free.
Look, I know you think Brian got you on this show, but I'm the one that said, hey, we need Tony on the show. I need you to make it happen. So you don't have to lie. You don't have to lie for him.
Well, thank you.
Hold on, I got to get my boots on. It's getting deep already.
That's right.
Sure, Chad.
I know. I haven't gotten a guest on the show since
6
like
months.
2021. So thank God for Brian coming along. He's been rocking some guests out for us.
Hold on now. I got like 3 guests last year. Come on.
We don't want to talk about the guests that you had on. I mean, I had to go back and delete those episodes. It was
Joey and the barking dogs. and houses.
Right now, it's a lot of good shows, a lot of good people out there fishing, and it's like you need a TV guide now. And I know some of y'all might not know what a TV guide is, but it's this book that used to come out, and it had all the channels. If you want to know what time Incredible Hulk was on, you flip through the TV guide. Well, anyway, we need one of those for catfishing. There's a lot of shows now.
We need a TV guide along with a Reader's Digest. That's right. Brian Beasley. Reader's Digest. Does it got pictures?
Telly's in here.
Hello, Telly. Quiet Man Curtis.
Telly.
Crappie Fish on. Butterflies and Sunshine. 217 Rebel.
Okay.
Telly's been tearing it up. Chris. Out there on the water. They've been fishing like 10 minutes from where I fish, and they've been tearing them up. I can't catch a fish to save my life, but that's cool. So, Tony, tell us a little bit about yourself, man. I know, like we all know that you are one of the greatest Potomac River anglers that ever lived. That's why we saved you. People have been talking. We're doing a Potomac River series basically, so we figured we'd save the best for last. We had DC, the original Potomac angler, last week, and we had the best on this week. Everybody else we don't talk to. So
I was fishing with DC last weekend. He had a tournament doing the meet and greet, and so we started like 2:00, and nobody had caught a fish till 10:00 that night. So we went into overtime, and so he says he finally catches a fish at like 10:45. He says, "Well, you know where the fish were? They were straight down." So we casting out. He just dropped straight down, and caught 2 fish
Along the wall?
right on the wall.
Oh, wow.
So hey, you learn something every day.
you never know.
But I've been fishing on the Potomac River. I grew up in Ohio, and so that's where I really started fishing Ohio River, some of the lakes, and
Wait, where'd you grow up at?
Cincinnati. Huh?
Where'd you say you grew up at?
Cincinnati.
Dude, We could have been freaking neighbors down here fishing together, and then you went up and started hanging out with these clowns.
Yeah, well, I moved around a little bit. My father was a pro football player, so we were in Pittsburgh and then Cincinnati, and he's from here, so I'm back here now. So fishing Ohio River and Potomac River probably since I was 10 years old, under the bridge. So Haynes Point is where we fished a lot. You see me there a lot still. So, I just try to fish as much as I can, between work and other activities. But, try to get out here. I started really getting back into fishing, I guess during the pandemic. Was not a lot going on. And so I was I started watching YouTube, and I think the first person that really kind of caught my eye was Chunky Cats. So I was watching him fish and spent a lot of time on his shows. And then I think he spawned Has first. And then I think Brian might have came a little bit after that. Fish Magician was already out there. So, just start. Nope, it's Reggie Harrison. I saw James Harrison. James Harrison a little bit too young.
Yeah.
now you got the freaking Steeler fans coming out. Lord. Could be worse though. They could be Bengals fans.
Yeah, true. So then I started, I think I went to the first CatCon, ran into Bex, and Bex was like, hey, you should start doing some live streams. So she kind of convinced me to doing a live stream. I've been doing like the month-long bank tournaments for Kayak Mike. So shout out to Kayak.
Yeah.
They did quite a few of those. Then I did my first live stream, like I said, Buck Williams. I did that on the back deck. And then I just started, coming out more and more and fishing on 2 stands, stand day, and some of my own, and started trying to build up some followers and appreciate everybody that's joined my channel. I'm slowly but surely getting there. I know everybody. The big goal is to get to 1,000, so I'm just grinding my way to it, and so I try to with the month longs, it's cold times out there when you're fishing in December and January. This is like perfect weather right now, and just kind of move around a little bit. Try not to stay in the same places all the time. If I'm traveling, I'll try to keep a couple rods in the car from down in Georgia or South Carolina or North Carolina. There's a Steeler fan. So
who was that?
That's what I do. I try to get out here as much as I can. Different baits, different rods. I try to support all the catfish community. So if you look behind me, that was the first fish I ever caught on a FOA rod. I've only had it out since Saturday, so I was holding on to it.
That's awesome.
The Muddy River rod in the middle, and I got Uncle Lou on the right. So I got a bunch of other ones, but I always try to support the catfish community and their business endeavors. I got some of the stuff over here. I don't know if I'm violating any copyright laws or advertising, but you got Triple City Anglers. They got their products out there. Oh, that's right. Brian's here. I can do that.
Hey, if it keeps my Murillo invoices down, I'm fine.
Even if Brian wasn't here, we love our Triple City Angler brothers and sisters out there. So,
right. And Tony's link to his YouTube channel is in the description. Along with
just dropped it in the chat. Mark did too.
To get a pretty little rod. There you go.
So I just started doing some videos. I've been doing videos and putting these 9-minute videos up and live streams, and I was like, man, like 10 people watched it. I was like, I ain't doing too well. I did 15-second videos, and about 5 minutes later, it was like 1,000 people. I was like, I've been doing something wrong. You
gotta find that time.
Yeah, there's a lot more that goes into the videos than people realize. Besides not just even talking about editing, you're talking about timing and thumbnail and title and all that kind of stuff goes into it. But
yeah,
yeah, that's right. And Brian did my first sticker, which is around here somewhere. So, and it's pretty sad. I did take commercial design in high school, but Brian designed this. So, you got me going. You got me going for sure.
Josh, the Weekend Angler, been a member for 9 months. Appreciate it, Josh.
Thank you, Josh.
What's up, Robin C? Hit that thumbs up, like Telly said. Hit that thumbs up or down.
Yeah,
we got
68 watching. We got 38 thumbs up. Come on. Tony's definitely worth more than 38 thumbs up. 39 thumbs up. We appreciate you all. Yeah.
Hooks and hammocks on board right there. There they are.
Wait a minute. Wait, let's see who we got here. I'm missing one here. Oh, there he is. I was like, man.
Been embarrassing if I didn't have it.
Yeah, I need to probably order some more. I know I have one that I need to send out, but I'm coming to low, but I've also been thinking about redoing my logo, so I don't know.
Yep, I'm running out of space on the board, so I started putting it on the bait tank. That's in the trunk.
There you go. Yeah, you were talking about these online fishing chaos tournaments and all those kind of stuff. That's actually where I started hearing your name the most was in those. I had started doing them when everybody was starting to come out and stuff, and I kept hearing Tony Harrison. I'm like, who is this Tony Harrison dude? He is a freaking beast. He's whooping everybody. I'm like, I'm glad I ain't fishing from the bank one, because he was doing really well in them.
Yeah, that was a good time. They kind of changed up the format a little bit. They went to kind of like the slot format, and I couldn't really figure it out. You got to catch one between 26 and 30, and so when it was the biggest fish of the top 5, that was a little bit more my speed. But yeah, he's doing a great job with those, and I know Goober Time does some of well. He's got
I remember he started some.
Yeah. But it's just, keeps you going, when you're out here fishing, you're always trying to, do a little bit better than the last time. And, you got this board and, I start carrying the board everywhere I go. And you can see it's got a lot of wear and tear on it. I think
you've been definitely putting
slime on it.
Brian's looks just like that, except it ain't got no slime on it. Brian's looks brand new still.
Mine got slimed up the first time I used it, and then I ain't using no more. I did one tournament, and my dumb butt did one in the winter with it. The river was pretty much frozen for like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
I enjoyed them. The problem I had with them was I kept giving everybody else my money, and I was like, that's money I could be spending on more fishing gear. So I haven't done one in a while.
I got an email today, I think, that they doing a free one.
Really? Yeah, I've still got my board. I got the same board Tony's got there.
Do you get in them every month still, Tony?
It's been a while since I've been in one. I think the last one I did was like the king of something, and I think it was some guys, and that was competing as the boat and the bank, and this one guy was fishing on this big hydroelectric dam, and he was bringing in some huge flatheads. I was like, yeah, it's a little out of my league there.
Danny Stone outdoors says, "Oh my God, it's Tony Harrison, one of my favorite bank anglers of all time."
Here's Danny Stone. We fished together online quite a few times.
Yeah, I didn't want to mention his name because I'd probably get fined for it. But yeah, Stan 3 gained a lot of my money that year that I did those.
Yeah, Stan 3.
Stanny?
He's pretty good out there, either in the kayak or in the boat. He's like, he can do it from anywhere.
Yep. Now speaking of Stand 3, you're on 2 stands pretty much every Sunday for Stand Day, and you've been crushing it lately on Stand Day. You've won the past 3 or 4?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I was actually going to bring that same thing up. I was wondering how many Stand Days you have won.
Well, I think he's the champion of Stand Days. I think he's won more than anybody combined.
I don't really keep track. It's all in fun.
It's hard to keep track with that many wins. I get it.
Timmy's won a lot of them. Stan 3's won a lot of them. So, we just, every day, that's the thing about it, is just every day you go out is different. You can be skunked. You can catch one. You can catch a fish in the last minute, and then you'll catch a fish 5 minutes after the live stream ends. So different all the time. But I still try to rotate fish different places.
I was gonna get these ready.
JG said he want to stand day.
Yeah.
Fishing Fever in the house said, "What's up, Tony?"
Hey, Fishing Fever. I was watching him last night on the boat. He's down there in Richmond.
Yeah, I was in there. I ain't say nothing because I was on my way to sleep. Down along, welcome in.
Yes, sir.
So out of all your spots on the Potomac, well, all of you fish outside of the Potomac too. So, what's your favorite? What's your favorite spot?
You know, I like the spot I'm in right now. I think you the only one to know. Well, I know who told you. I know who told both of y'all.
I stumbled up on it accidentally.
I showed up here one day and Has was sitting there. I said, "Oh yeah, I know who you've been talking to." But yeah, this is a good one. It's quite a few. What I used to do with the month longs, I would start. I don't know what's going on with the horn down there, but I'll start here. And I'll hit another spot. Then I'll hit Haynes Point because that's right on the highway, and I get on the bridge and head home. So it's kind of like a circuit. So I do this one early. This is not too good in early in the morning, and then I'm going to come back to that question. And then Haynes Point is good at night. So there's a couple places in Virginia closer to home that I like. I do a lot. Leesylvania State Park. I fish on the Occoquan. When I'm in Richmond, they know I go to Aaron Caro's down on the James. So it's a few. Favorite species to fish for? Definitely catfish. Carp probably second.
Tug is the drug. Welcome in, Frank. Welcome in.
And Miss Whisker Dreams, Miss Tammy has joined us.
Yes. So you said you caught what? That other fish you caught with the third fish?
Yeah, that was the third one since I've been sitting here. But it was the first one on the FOA rod, though. The first one.
Oh,
get bite.
I was having seen a blue.
Uncle Lou is
moving.
something back
Blue's
here.
wiggling.
Hey, that makes it special for me. Showing up on the Nights Live and catch your first FOA fish on the FOA rod. I love it.
And he catching fish on Fields of Water Channel. That's different.
Yeah, because that usually don't happen.
Look, why y'all gotta be like that?
Oh, we thought you had dropped out, my boy.
Just because last week I got sabotaged.
You talking about? I think Nina cut all my lines. I didn't have half the hooks on mine.
No, you definitely had hooked. They were just wrapped around some kind of tree down there that you kept casting onto. I can't help that. Tony, we already talked about this. Tony said he lived in Cincinnati for a while, right here where I fish, and I bet it wasn't always glorious when he was down there fishing.
No. So I just saw that question about PBs. I'll come back to that. Well, Chad, we in Ohio we call them shovel heads, not flatheads.
That's right. That's right.
So PB blue is probably around 40 something. I'm fishing from the bank, so I don't get a chance to get in that super deep water. Even though there's a few places around here from the bank you can get out there to some deep water. I just don't like to. Some of them I would suggest going by yourself. So and I'm usually fishing alone. So shovelhead / flathead, that's a good question because I've caught a lot here. So the ones probably back when I was small, younger, probably in the 20-something pound range. And then in this spot here, I've caught 12-pound snakehead. I've caught probably like a 12-pound channel. Those are probably the bigger ones. Yeah. I was surprised. Snakehead was right behind me.
I was like, that's a big snakehead, ain't it?
Huh?
I said, that's a big snakehead, ain't it? 12 pounds.
Yeah, that's what I heard. You know, I never caught. This is the first one I ever caught, so I don't know size-wise, but it was a good one.
We know you do, D. We weren't talking about you.
Yeah, we were talking about Chad, D. Come on now.
National Pickle Chad Day.
Hey, she can't catch him without me. I'm the professional guide.
No, he tells you where to stop.
Stop it.
Okay.
And Tony, you made my day, man. Man, with the shovel head. Yeah, everybody always giving me grief because that's like a regional thing around here that they're known as shovel head, and that's like one of the only areas around that call them that. And everybody's like, "Oh, that's a motorcycle."
Yeah,
I
think we called them a shovel head because it kind of, you know how you know those old school shovels used to look. You know, they the body kind of goes out like that, and it was like a shovel. So, you know, I didn't know what a flathead was. I didn't know what they were talking about. I said, "What's a flathead?"
Yep.
But yeah, shovel heads.
If you Google it and put in shovel head, what is your result compared to if you put in a flathead? What is your result?
They both come up for me. I mean, I guess because Google knows they're smart, but you use an iPhone, so God only knows what comes up.
Well, that's a good question right here. Go ahead, Chad.
No, you go right ahead, sir. You're not just a pretty face to me, pal.
Well, you said I was earlier in the show, but it's okay. As strictly a bank fisherman, Tony, what do you do differently during the spawn than you do any other time? Or do you even do anything different?
Well, that's a good question because it seems like most of the tournaments are in June, which is kind of like the spawn time here. Like you saw that fish I caught this past Sunday, and that was just a different part of Potomac, but you saw the damage, the dorsal fin was all bit off, and so, you know, I haven't really done anything different. I may not try to target as much catfish this June, maybe, you know, go with some carp. But no, I haven't really done anything different. You know, I just go out here and fish.
There you go. You just go out there and fish.
I was trying to read what he said. I'm like, when you never know with Danny, I'm like, I know you got it up on screen, but I want to read it before we read it. Thank you, Tony, for sponsoring the Bank Angler of the Year at CatCon, even though I haven't caught a big fish since I won it.
Oh, jinx you.
Normally, that's how it is. I think them awards are like a jinx. Like when you get put on the Madden cover of the game, then that player gets hurt.
The golden whisker curse.
Right.
All right.
Is that going to be like the new Madden curse if you want to win a golden whisker that you don't catch big fish? Wait, I haven't won. Well, actually, I did finally one as a part of one. I've still never caught a big fish, so all my fish are tiny. I mean, they're not like Brian B. small, but they're.
Well, you have caught a nice channel cat this year, Chad.
I did.
You gonna keep it up, and we gonna do a 1v1v1 on the bait shop.
Yeah, but all we got to do, all Freddie and I got to do, is put a stipulation that they got to be over 2 pounds to count.
And I went. Freddie already tried that. And lost all his hair.
I do remember that.
Only called that
like that and lose.
That thing was a bluegill.
It's 8:30 on the dot, and you know, on YouTube, every 30 minutes there's a commercial.
Yeah.
So here's our commercial for tonight. This weekend, Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. right here on Fields of Water will be the Ladies Catfish Rumble. So that'll be brought to you by Dee and Nina. So make sure you guys come in and give the ladies a lot of love for. I just seen Dee's going to host that, by the way. But make sure you come in and give the ladies a lot of love. Last year was awesome. Miss Honolulu won it last year. I know her and Tammy had a battle back and forth at the end, and Honolulu pulled it off. But it was a great battle, and I think there's going to be some good battling this weekend. So make sure you guys come over and check that out.
It's going to be interesting this year, especially with the spawn being kicked off early in most spots. Compared to
Brady's already trying to give Honolulu an excuse. My girl Honolulu, she ain't scared.
No, she ain't scared. She's ready. Trust me, she is ready.
Tony, what was it like being an NFL kid?
An NFL kid. Well, when you're a kid, you're just a kid. You don't know any different. You're just a kid. But since you're asking that question, that was growing up I'm telling my age now, but growing up in the 70s, my father played for the Steelers, like you mentioned the Steelers, so he was on the first two Super Bowl teams that they had. So
that's awesome.
It's like they left me at home during the Super Bowl. They they left me at home, but yeah, growing up with kids that you see now, like Mean Joe Green kids and Mel Blunt's daughter and Joe Gilliam's daughter. She's a big time singer now, and Glenn Edwards and Ernie. We just all kids.
Yeah, I guess it's a little different once you know the sport and older. Then you'll be more in tune to what's going on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, poor Tony, man. I mean, when he finally was Uncle Lou just going crazy?
Yeah, I think so. Something must be on there.
Yep.
Yeah, but poor Tony. I mean, he once he finally realized what was going on, they went and shipped him off to freaking Cincinnati Bengals. Poor guy.
Yeah.
My mom's life. I was born.
Fish on.
You got the fish on.
Fishing, fishing fever. I don't have you for the bank. I got you for the boat. Remember, I said you couldn't do both.
What's Steve Mosley love about you, Freddie?
That picture, that one I just showed with the Steelers flag. Just saying.
Pittsburgh still got a team?
Oh, tail slap. Mike,
be crazy over there. Hey, Freddie, you realize that he doubled your fish count from last week, right?
Chad, you realize he quadrupled your fish count from last week, right?
Dude, I was trying to let you freaking win.
Look, at least I caught some bait fish. You didn't catch.
Well, then you won. I mean, I was literally trying to give you the win. I even told J-Dog before we went live, I'm like, dude, I really want Freddie to win this, so I don't even care if we go to a spot where there's fish.
Do you not remember after the show, every one of my rods was tangled up in that one tree?
Yeah, I remember.
So, I was hooked up into the tree like 3/4 of the show just for you to win.
We had 12 rods out, so.
Yeah, you had twice as many rods as I did.
Here we go. I had 7 rods out. And six of the 7 were hooked in that tree.
Butterflies and Sunshine said, Tony, you told your age when you described the TV guide.
You get them every week in the newspaper.
That's another nice one.
Yeah, what time Kojak come on?
Kojak. Hey, some of them old TV guides be worth some money now. Just saying, some of them.
All right. So
we got a question. We'll let Tony get recast and we'll ask the questions around here.
Well, before he gets to that, here, Chad, that one's for you.
Buck Williams, you can ask anybody who knows me. I am not a Bengals fan, so I already know the answer to that is 0. I despise the Bengals and the Reds. I don't like anything about them. Well, I can't say that. I do like that Joe Burrow kid now. He's going to be a good quarterback until he gets hurt, like every other quarterback they've ever
Is
had.
that water moving from him casting out there? God dang! What do you?
I know.
No, it's a bunch of geese there. Bunch of geese.
Oh, I'm about to say, what you had a kite?
Oh, geese. He said geese. At first, I thought he said geeks, and I was like, "What is there a row team out there?"
No, it's just a bunch of geese out there. They took off when they hit the ground, hit the water.
I'll put you in with a boat.
All right, Uncle G.
Frank is booked.
Uncle G says, so Tony, when did you give up on your career in underground roller derby and become an angler? We all know you were the Phantom Punch Avenger.
He got me on that one.
To my knowledge, you are a Godzilla fan.
Yes, indeed.
I like Godzilla. I mean, he's no King Kong, but
yeah, they got another movie coming out. I think next year.
They've
got pretty close to finishing up, but yeah, a lot of times on my live streams, I have my monster T-shirts on, the Godzilla and Rodan and Mothra and Mecha Godzilla, and I always try to do this thing, Monster Hour. I try to predict the time that I'm going to catch a fish, and so we were doing that a couple weeks ago, and I think it was Melissa from Boar's Nest. Shout out to, I'm not violating any copyright laws, am I?
It's your show tonight,
dude. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what laws are even in place until I get an invoice at the end of the show. I'm pretty sure Murillo just sits back and he starts writing stuff down like I can make money off that. That's cool.
What's up, Jerry?
So Melissa almost predicted the exact time I caught one, and she was supposed to always had to take her fishing or something. So yeah, so that Monster Hour thing is just some fun things to kind of add stuff, especially when you're not catching fish. It's not easy when you got 20, 30 or 10 or 5, however many, whoever's watching, they want to see some fish, and so you got to come up with different things to talk about. Are dogs good luck for me? I don't know, but if it was 2 dogs that came through here earlier, so I caught 4 fish so far today. But dogs, yeah, they bring me luck. Raccoons steal my phone. I've had all kind of animals out here, deer, just a little bit of everything. 2 stands. Stand days, man, we have a good time. All those attaboys and pat on the backs, they add up.
Yep. If y'all go on Sunday and Stan is not live, go over to Tony's, because Tony is backing up for him until Stan is ready to go live, because Stan might have overslept. Never heard him oversleeping. But
I ain't never heard of him being on time, but that's besides the point.
I mean, that's
he's
just
getting better. He's getting better at it. He's only been 10 minutes late lately.
2 minutes late.
Stan can't defend himself. He's in the chat now.
Troy's right. Tony, you're probably going to cost me the 80 cents that I was going to make off of the ad revenue for the night, man.
No skunk, the only animal Tony has never seen.
We all seen the skunk. Everybody gets it.
Hey.
But yeah, sometimes you just got to try different things. So on the FOA rod, that was carp. On the Uncle Lou rod, that was eel. So on the Muddy River, I've got shad. So we'll see what happens. That's the only one I haven't caught on yet in this first hour. So we'll see. Just mix it up.
So you got Uncle Lou, FOA. What was the other rod you had out? Oh, Muddy River.
Oh, yeah, Muddy River Blue Cat.
I gave mine to John Parker. I love that rod though. It was light. I like the grip on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good rod.
Hey, two stands. Do you guys still have those two stand shorts on your site?
You mean the one with the target on it?
Oh, remember when they first started working on that? When we all was opening up Teesprings and stuff, and I went on the two stands and was looking. And I oh god, I about cried. I laughed so hard. Oh, them shorts were epic.
What is your favorite carp bait?
Carp bait. Oh, so I've been fishing for carp since I was probably 8, 9 years old. So back in Cincinnati, we would just do things like Wheaties and molasses, just crush it up, mold it together, or molasses and or you can do Karo syrup and bread, put that on the hook, corn. Since I've been down here, I started with the pack bait. So I put a couple pieces of corn on the hook, and then on that surround the hook with and we were talking about this, I think before we came on the live stream. Yep. We were talking about panko breadcrumbs or oatmeal or oats, or there's this brand of, I guess it's like a cornmeal that you get from like an international store, and it's Casa something. I had to brush up on my Spanish. I don't want to mess it up. So you put that in there, then you mix that with corn and strawberry jello or pineapples. You can do some Rock Creek pineapple juice and just kind of mash it up. You know, try to get the key is consistency. Trying to get to stay on the hook and just dissolve and so that's usually what I do. But you know, the base is corn for the most part, and then whatever you can pack around it. Sometimes if you want to put those tiger nuts on there, things like that, they got strawberry and pineapple flavors that you can get. All the stuff is on Amazon. If you ever go to my page and go to the description, I have a link to all of the baits, all the rods, the reels, the Conpex lights, all the equipment that I use is in the description. You can click on it. If it's still on Amazon, you know, you can go out and find it. So
now, have you tried mulberry there, Tony?
There's mulberries on this tree right here. I should be able to just grab one off and throw it out there.
From what I hear, if you got a mulberry tree right there beside it, they are going to go crazy for mulberry. That's just what I've heard.
Because they fall off the tree, and they kind of tend to sit there because when they fall off the tree, they know they're there. They, you know, they're gonna be piled up in the water right there when they fall off.
Yeah, that's probably why there are decent carp over here too, because they're all over. These are all mulberry trees right here.
In a minute, you're gonna have to sign up. We're gonna have to sign a vacancy note and see who got what days, because you said snakeheads over there and carp over there. I might have to come over there and fill your spot.
Hey, come on now. It's a bank. You might as well just launch your boat, paddle yourself up all the way where he's at, and just fish off to the side of where Tony's at.
And Danny and Fish and Fever both said it. Channel cats love mulberries too. So if you want to get into some quick action, that's a good bait to try. From what I've heard, I haven't done it, but I've heard that a lot lately.
I'm about to beat my child in the other room.
Wow.
Not really, YouTube, but she's got a friend over, and I keep hearing them.
They giggling in the background.
Hear them in the background.
We can hear them very little. So.
Oh, look at that! Look at that bright, shiny face. He just lit up the world right there.
He turned his light on.
I forgot where I was at. Sorry.
Muted, Tony.
Yeah, I don't know if that's I was trying to let the planes go by. You know how those planes are.
Oh, we ain't worried about that.
Yeah,
we don't worry about that stuff on here.
We heard
only if Chad's talking too much is the only time we mute anybody.
He about to direct the planes.
Look, you're pretty good at that.
9 o'clock. There we go.
So looking at your Facebook page,
Mm-hmm.
You're a part of a fraternity.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I've been a member of Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity for 30, coming up on 33 years.
Wow.
Wow,
Yeah,
you still in school?
that's a lifetime.
I'm joking. I mean, you don't watch Debate Shop enough, man. I'm not serious 99% of the time, except for when I tell Brian and
My
Freddie
cousin,
get fired.
my cousin is with them.
Okay, I probably know him. Is he in this area or?
Yeah, he in this area. He might be. I don't know. Y'all might be around the same age.
Yeah, we got a lot of.
I think he went to Salisbury.
Yeah, we got.
Tony J.G. Hill wants to know why dogs are good luck for you.
Oh, I think I answered that. I don't know. I had a dog, growing up, so maybe it's the spirit. I don't know. They know. Dogs love me though. Except for the dog that used to live next door to me. That dog growled at me. I mean, that dog saw me every day for 2 years, and he growled at me like he'd never seen me before every time he saw me. He didn't love me.
Some dogs like that. For some reason, they look at somebody and don't like them. Like, every time, like, God dang, I ain't even been in 2 inches of you or anything. That's how I am with Chad. When I see him, I'm like, get away. Get away.
What?
See him at
That
CatCon?
ain't what you said at CatCon.
He followed me around the whole time.
That's right.
Me and
Mark.
Chris
Dogs are greater than cats.
kicking the door. God dang.
Oh. Bite me, Danny. I went to college for about a couple weeks. Now, Tony, I got one more last question, I guess, for myself that I can think of. So at CatCon, you and I talked.
Yep.
And I talked you into making a better choice. Are you happy with your choice?
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
Just want to let you know that I wasn't going to let you down. Just saying. Not like Brian.
Yeah. CatCon was nice. That was my second CatCon, and that's like almost like Chad. It's like going home for the most part because you got Christian's Big Boys up there, you got Skyline Chili up there, and then actually I went home through Cincinnati on the way back from CatCon. So, yep, we are the lead in to Panfish Nation. So if you look at your TV guide, you got 8 to 9 bait shop. Then from 9 to 10, you got Panfish Nation. Then from 10 to 12, you got Snagging Night Live. That's a hard word to say.
That's almost. I mean, that's almost as good a lineup as Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah. And look who starts it off, though. You got to show them how it's done. You got to show them how it's done. They taking notes as we do it, and then they're going to follow suit.
But yeah,
Robin C said, "What was the choice?" Inquiring minds want to know.
We'll keep that between us.
That was between them. That was a whisper in the ear conversation.
Yeah. We'll keep that between Tony and I.
Yeah. I got a lot of rods though, man. Anybody ever says what's your favorite? That's hard to say as far as a favorite because different rods with different So the Uncle Lou I would use at night. The Hellcats I would use at night. That Slime Cat. Some of those other ones. In the daytimes, and I'm still trying to get the hang of Freddie. So that'll definitely for now be a daytime rod. The Muddy River. I actually put some reflecting tape that I got from Amazon on the Muddy River to kind of, highlight that a little bit at night. But yeah, it's something out there for everybody.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I got some rods. You seen them rods Saturday.
I did.
We have got in touch with the people when they are going to be put. reflecting around the eyes.
Okay.
Over the top, over the top and under both. So it'll be reflecting.
So those rods are going to be out in October. You said September, October.
For y'all rookies, yeah.
Okay.
But these the bait casting rods will be out at the end of July.
Yeah, I'm going to do a live stream with all bait casting rods. That's going to be hilarious. I'm going to do a live stream with nothing but bait casting rods.
You gotta go one by one, man. Go one by one. Tell them it ain't that bad once you tune them in.
Yeah. So do you already have your pro staff lined up? Because I was hanging with some of the FOA pro staff this Sunday morning, and I try to throw some questions at them, trip them up a little bit. But y'all gonna be offering pro staff and those type things.
Yeah, the door is always open for pro staff at
I'm doing this wrong because I'm interviewing you now. So are y'all gonna be pro staff?
The door is open. We always take everybody into consideration. And
what is the criteria, and do you have to have a degree?
We don't tell the criteria. We don't tell the criteria because then people try to push that criteria. We just watch.
Gotcha.
Listen. And if you qualify, you'll get a letter in the mail.
So I asked that same thing for FOA, for pro staff, because I know you go into golf, you go into play golf, they got their pro staff. So this is kind of a new concept. I guess over the last 2 years, I'd never heard of pro staff for fishing. So, that's some good stuff.
Well, Tony, just to answer that question real quick, pros and pro staff really means promotional staff. It's not professional. It's your key anglers that you want under your company's belt that help promote your product, promote your company, and the FOA brand, we call it a pro staff, but it's more of an FOA family, the ones that we have brought in with us because they have supported FOA, me and Nina, so much. We decided to put them out there and give them a little incentive and help the community with the codes that these guys got. So
you don't need to know the coefficient of friction or any of that stuff. This is promotion.
Well, there's some key ingredients on the FOA, but like Brian said, we're just like Triple City. We're sitting back watching, and there's certain little points and hints that we see, then we'll reach out to you.
Got it. Okay.
You know what turns us off? Not saying that you're doing it because I know you're not. When people ask to be like, dude.
Yeah, well, you see,
don't ask to be when they keep working, when people recognize you.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's gonna come to you eventually, one way or another. Or you might purchase their product, they see you using it and promoting it, then they say, "Oh, you know what?" And then they boom, you taken care of.
Well,
people say, "Hey, how can I be pro staff? Can I be on your pro staff? Can you do this? Can you do this? Or can I be this? Can I be that?" And I'm like, dude, calm down.
Well, I'm a systems engineer, cyber system, so I'm thinking it from the technical.
Right.
Thinking promotional. So I was thinking, that. So I was just wondering, did you have to go to take training classes and all that kind of stuff?
I did.
Well, you should know after Sunday, listening to the answers after your question.
Yeah, I was on it. I had it all wrong though.
A lot of people get confused, don't really understand when they hear pro staff. They think they're professional anglers. Well, no, if you look at a lot of these pro staffs, they're not some of them don't even fish tournaments,
Some of them don't even know how to fish.
True. But yeah, the concept is promotional staff to get out there and help promote that product, that brand. That's what it is.
But Chad, when they gave you your discount code, it was for your channel, not just you. So, with D being the channel owner,
shut up, Lunchbox.
The way to go.
So Jeff Bill wants to know, Tony, what's the forecast for the weekend?
Well, we've got partially sunny with a high in the 80s, upper 80s on the eastern coast of the United States. You don't need a jacket. You won't need anything. Just it's not going to rain, so it'll be good. It'll be good. Cookouts, workouts, bike riding, fishing. I don't know about the barometer, but you can come outside this weekend.
Get outside. Is what he said. Get outside.
Can I fish or not?
Go fishing.
But yeah, sometimes we fish in the rain. I try to find a bridge to get up under. Because stand day, it's whatever. You never know.
Yeah. I got a train wreck from stand day. It was windy as crap that day, and I still went out there, and this is what I got out of it.
Oh, wow. Ouch.
And it's,
Is that an iPad or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it didn't do any other damage to it.
Yeah, well, guess what? The iPad ain't cheap. I had to get another one like ASAP. That didn't have insurance.
Jeff. Basically, that's all. That's what it is. Is people that are going out and they make it sound like Freddie was saying that you're a professional something, and there are, don't get me wrong, some anglers that are they're really out there on the tournament scene, and they are really good anglers. But it really does mean promotional staff is all it is.
That's why they had the shirt on with all them names on it, because they're wearing that shirt to promote everything on that shirt.
They're walking billboard.
They see the logos. You see the logos, you inquire about them. You might not ask them, but then you're going to go home or look on your phone. Oh, what's...
Yeah. I mean, hell, a lot of us are professional or pro staff and not even considered pro staff. I mean,
there you go.
We all talk up different gear.
And that's Tony's pro staff. Without my sticker on it.
You know what? You and I've been holding this space for you.
Hey, Tony.
What was that space?
I put 2 stickers in my arm like a year ago and said, when I see Tony, I'm gonna give him the daggone sticker. And every time, we don't even think about it.
Yeah, I got Ernie peeling off. Somebody said he had sunflower seeds. Uh-oh. Here's Uncle Lou.
Uncle Lou Rod.
We'll finish it off with another one.
That's right. Murillo even called. He said he thought the Uncle Lou Rod was twitching.
Yeah, Stan made a good point there. It helps when you can use the product in a positive way and show other people how that product can help them catch more fish.
Facts.
And to me, that's one of the biggest things that, if you want my opinion, I'll tell you, I will never publicly name a brand if I don't believe in it, but I will give people one-on-one my opinion of a product. But I will never publicly shame another company.
No, we don't have it. We don't have a shirt, Tony. I mean, Danny, I said when you see people walking around with their shirts on, like when they had the tournaments and have all that stuff on it. Now we're looking at shirts. We're looking at how to do it though. We want, we different. We're gonna be extra.
Yeah, you all definitely different and extra. You extra different, that's for sure.
We extra different. And we definitely unique at the same time. So we definitely don't have no shirts right now.
Is that 3 or 4 on the stream, Tony?
That's 3.
3 on the stream.
Yeah, so you have tripled the amount of fish
that Chad caught.
The same amount of time that Freddie did not catch last week. Even though I basically gave it to him. He had to catch 1 fish. That's all I was going to let him do.
Did he just say I caught 5 bait fish?
I caught about 5 bait fish. You didn't catch nothing.
But that wasn't what that wasn't a winning. No.
Well, I know it wasn't winning, but I still caught more than you. That's all I got to say.
All right, there he is.
There you go.
We ain't got nothing.
All right, let's see if we got any battle scars. No,
right there on top of the head.
On top of his head.
Oh yeah, look at that. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, buddy.
You're right.
Tony, I don't think we go into spawn until the end of this month. Usually it's the end of June when we start going in the spawn.
Yeah. All right, we'll see. We'll You got your all-night bank tournament, I hope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I know everybody else is about 3 weeks ahead of schedule. So if y'all are falling in line with everybody else, then y'all might be starting here now.
now we don't usually not when everybody else. It usually goes down the line. We ain't been warm every day.
True.
That's right, Daryl.
Fellas, it is 9 o'clock. This is time for the second commercial, because everybody loves commercials. Don't forget, this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, both Nina and Dee will be hosting the second annual Ladies Catfish Rumble right here on Fields to Water, 8 a.m. Eastern. Make sure you come and support the ladies. They're going to be doing an awesome job this weekend. Can't wait to see it. I'll be sitting in the background relaxing. So it'll be all ladies, ran by the ladies. Just show them some love, give them some support. Don't forget to go over to FOA Customs and Gear.com and check out Freddie's Little Rods. And all of his other terminal tackle. He's got the biggest fishing spooks on earth.
Uh-oh.
Oh, is he getting a bite?
You get another one? You get another one?
You pointed at it and it started clicking.
FOA Customs and Gear.com, FTW10 will save you 10%.
That's right. Tony always gets the work done. Fierce stand-day competitor, but a tremendous friend of all. He's
Tony
top notch in all class.
I mean, I wasn't going to say it in front of everybody, Tony, and you're muted, but you're like my favorite Potomac angler. Don't tell the other one.
Close your ears,
especially DC.
Well, he can ruin his spot on the bait shop.
And we got out of time. You got anything else to add there, Tony, before we sign off for tonight?
Oh, wow. Y'all are funny. I appreciate the invite. Freddie, Brian, Chad. It's an honor to be on your show. It's a lot of great shows out there. You guys have a unique thing going, the bait shop. I was just glad to be a part of it. And caught a couple fish and hopefully, made some new fans and subscribers. And I learned something, about pro staffs and, just everybody get out there, fish, enjoy it, support everybody that you can. And Murillo said it, just, all the people that's in the chat, I'll go back home and tonight or tomorrow and kind of go back through it and read. And then next time I do a live stream, I'll get it properly thank everybody. Cause you can't really see all the time. And I know you're up against the next show coming on. So I'm going to sign off and as always, appreciate it. Fish on.
Awesome.
Bravo. I just dropped Tony Harrison's link. If you haven't subbed him already or went and checked him out, go do it. He's an awesome angler, awesome dude. Yep. Tony, thank you for coming in tonight. We had a great time, my friend.
Appreciate you all.
Head on over to Panfish Nation, everybody. And Chad, you heard it. He said my name first. Booyah!
All righty. Good night. Good night.